Welcome, brave souls, to Fear File Chronicles, your one-way ticket to spine-chilling stories and terrifying tales. Tonight, we'll be diving into the darkest corners of the human mind with a story. My Intrusive Thoughts Host a Monster, penned by the twisted mind of Icydice. Together, we'll explore the unexplained and face our deepest fears. But before we begin, if you enjoy trembling in terror, be sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow fear fanatics, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click the bell notification so you never miss an eerie episode. Your support truly means the world to us, so feel free to leave a comment below to join the Fear File Chronicles community. Now, without further ado, let's unravel the mysteries of the unknown together as we delve into tonight's fear-inducing story. My Intrusive Thoughts Host a Monster. Dim the lights and prepare yourself for a chilling journey into the Fear File Chronicles. No, I don't want to.
Do it, Xander.
I can't.
You have to.
I can't. It's not right.
You'll die if you don't, Xander.
I don't want to die.
Then do what you have to, Xander.
I bring my hands up to my face, covering my eyes. Tears soak my palms, the moisture running through the cracks in my fingers. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to. The thing breathes louder. It's becoming restless. I can sense its growing frustration. I look down at the figure on the floor, laying at my feet. The foul stench of feces, urine, and vomit intertwine, producing a nearly unbearable smell that makes me nauseous. I plug my nose, turning away.
If you don't kill him, I'll kill you both.
My hands start to tremble. My lip quivers as I murmur something in response. It's nothing but gibberish. No, please don't. The searing sensation begins shooting through my brain. I clutch my head before collapsing to the ground, writhing in pain. My arms start shaking, my mouth agape. Shrill cries of suffering exiting my parted lips. The feeling can only be compared to hot iron rods, omnidirectionally piercing my skull. I kick my feet into the air, and my fingernails shred as they scrape against the concrete floor, leaving a thin trail of blood in their wake. Please no more. Make it stop. I'll do what you want. I'll do whatever you want. I whimper, my voice laced with raw desperation.
Then do what I want, Xander. Do what you have to.
It says in a commanding tone. I pick myself off the floor, using the wall to my left to aid my balance. I stumble forward and gaze downward, my eyes met with the body before me. It's a man. His hands are bound tightly with rope. His eyes are covered with a moist black cloth, and his mouth is stuffed with what appears to be a ball gag.
Are you finally ready to listen, Xander?
Yes, please. Just tell me what I have to do.
I'm sure you can figure that out on your own, Xander.
Behind the man, two rusty iron chains swing down from the ceiling above.
Undress him, Xander.
What?
The clothes will obfuscate your view. You need to be precise.
What the fuck are you?
Undress him, or I'll kill you, Xander.
I strip the man of his clothes, leaving him nude. Please, just let me get this over with already.
Hang him from the chains, Xander.
From the chains?
His legs, Xander. Use the chains to hang him upside down from his legs.
I hesitantly drag the man towards the chains behind him. As I do this, I notice an item protruding from the pocket of the pants I just took off of him. It's a tan wallet. It catches my attention, and I scoop it up in my hand.
Are you sure you want to open that, Xander?
Isn't it only right I know who I'm about to kill?
It will only hurt worse if you do, Xander.
And since when did you care about how I feel?
I'm only asking you to consider your actions.
I shake my head slightly before opening the wallet. My eyes widen as I view the man's identification. This is...
Who is it, Xander?
You fucking bastard. Did you know? Did you?
Did I know what, Xander?
Did you fucking know who this was?
Do not speak to me with that attitude, Xander.
I drop to my knees, clutching at my hair. I want to scream. I want to shout at the top of my lungs. But as the snot drips from my nose and the saliva floods my mouth, I can only croak out tortured groans. He's...
Your brother, Xander.
So you did know.
You didn't recognize him, did you?
He was bound, gagged and blindfolded. I haven't seen him in years. It isn't my fault. It isn't my fault I didn't recognize him.
Will it be your fault when you murder him?
No, it will be yours. You're making me do this. You're a fucking monster. The voice remains silent, but only for a moment. I hope it will tell me it is only bluffing. I hope that it will let my brother go. Instead, it remains cold and remorseless.
I told you to chain him, Xander.
I'm not going to kill my brother.
Do as I say, Xander.
Fuck you. I'm not doing it. My voice was cut off as another intense pain tore through my head. I screamed and collapsed yet again, twisting and turning, my body seizing at random intervals as I suffered. Stop it. Make it stop. Fucking stop it. Now, I cried. This pain was somehow even worse than the last one.
Last chance, Xander. Chain him, as I said.
As the pain eventually subsided, I was left laying flat on my stomach. I felt broken. Sweat poured from my forehead and left a damp stain on the cold, hard floor below. I struggled to hoist myself up before turning and facing the man I called my brother. His chest softly rose and fell in correspondence with his breaths. I want to have time to look upon him, to observe the features of my older brother. I want to reach out and hug him, resting my chin on his head. I wish I could reminisce about all the times we shared, from our childhood to our adolescent years. I know better, though. I know the monster making me do these things will not give me such an opportunity. I remove my brother's gag and blindfold. As I chained him upside down, the voice spoke once more.
Wake him.
Please, don't make me.
Wake him, Xander.
I cringed as I collected a glass of water before splashing his face with it. My brother murmured something unintelligible before his eyes opened.
Xander, is that you?
I looked down at my feet. I couldn't bring myself to look at him.
Please. What's happening, Xander? What's going on? Where am I?
The axe in the corner, Xander. Take it.
Spoke the monster. I turned and walked to the edge of the room, wrapping my fingers around the wooden hilt of the red and silver axe. I dragged it alongside me, returning to face my brother once more.
Xander, please. Please don't. We could talk about this. What are you doing?
I sniffle and cough. I've run out of tears to shed. My throat feels clogged like some force is constantly choking me.
Keep his legs spread, Xander.
I gently part his legs.
Xander? What the fuck? Please don't fucking do this. I'm your fucking brother. Please just stop and we can talk about this.
My grip on the axe tightens.
Raise your axe, Xander.
The horrifying yet familiar voice commands. The weapon rises above my head. I tune out the desperate pleas of my brother. It will be easier this way. I had to do this. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry, Jacob, I murmur.
Swing downward, Xander. Make sure your strike is true.
I bring the axe downward with as much force as I can muster. As the blade comes down upon my brother's rectum and splits through his flesh, two conflicting noises overcome my senses. The shrieks of my brother and the laughter of the voice commanding me. My brother's entire body begins convulsing as he struggles. His blood-curdling screams echo throughout the room. Blood splatters from his wound and drenches my face. I stare blankly at the axe, which rests deeply embedded in his body.
Do it again.
The voice exclaims. It was spoken in a giddy, excited tone. I had to oblige it. I had to. I violently ripped the axe from my brother. Something flops to the ground. I look down to see a pink, fleshy mass writhing on the floor. It had dropped from my brother's now bloody mouth. He had bitten off his own tongue. I bring the axe down upon his body once more. His screams are gargled now. A sickening crack is produced as the axe splits his body further, destroying his ribs. Thick, slimy intestines hang out from his now exposed gut. The blood gushing from his injuries flows downward into his mouth and nose. He heaves before releasing a thick, chunky vomit. He's going to die within moments. Can I stop?
You have to finish the job, Xander.
Fine then. By now, he stopped moving. Still, I clench the hilt of my axe once more, bringing it back over my shoulder and swinging it downward, again and again. The blade tears through my brother's chest and gets lodged in his throat. I persist, and it eventually meets with the base of his skull. Swing. Raise the blade. Swing. Raise the blade. Swing. His head finally splits, and his brain matter seeps out from his cranium. It only vaguely resembles his former structure. It appears as a strange pink blob as it drips and dribbles onto the floor. I stand still, bloody axe in hand, twitching. Satisfied yet?
Yes, I'm satisfied, Xander.
When are you going to leave me alone?
That is yet to be determined, Xander.
I release the axe, and it falls with a loud clank. My whole body feels as if it's made of jelly, yet somehow I remain upright. It's better to maintain my composure. This damn thing is calmer that way, less volatile. It took hours to fully clean up the mess. I was eventually able to bring what remained of my brother to the basement door. Opening it revealed the stench of death and decay from below. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this.
You will do it until I am satisfied, Xander. It will be worse if you disobey me.
I stand there in silence. I begin to tremble once more. Every fiber of my being was screaming for me to tell the thing to let me go, to stop doing this to me. Yet I couldn't act on those instincts. I just couldn't.
Do not be upset, Xander. Please allow me to calm you.
I whimper as he says this. I slowly lift my hand to my scalp. I position my hand near a bald spot on my head. My fingers enter the cavity where it resides, and two grimy, tiny hands reach out to grab them. A small, slimy tongue soothingly licks my fingers, and when it's finished, the thing retreats into my crown.
I'll take care of you, Xander. I won't hurt you anymore. I promise. Just do as I say, and you will remain safe.
Well, my friends, we've reached the end of tonight's chilling tale. My Intrusive Thoughts host a monster by the talented Icydice. I hope you've enjoyed our descent into darkness and that you'll carry a piece of the Fear File Chronicles with you as you drift into uneasy dreams. If our story left you shivering and shaking, don't forget to like this video. Share it with others who crave a good scare, and subscribe to the Fear File Chronicles for more haunting horrors. Remember to hit the bell notification so you're always among the first to know when a new nightmare awaits. As always, we appreciate your support and would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Sharing your fears and frights with us truly means a lot, so don't be shy to engage with our sinister community. Until next time, remember to embrace the darkness, for it is within the shadows that our most terrifying stories are born. Good night, and stay scared.